I promised an idol of mine that I would do this, so I'm doing it.
I don't even know what it is.
Hello, I'm David Coverdale. Many of you may know me from Whitesnake, but I'm most known as Mrs. Coverdale's son. And I'm happy to present to you the PlaAAAYayYy, hosted by me, David Coverdale, and my co-host, Dan Mayotte, and Hans. You can get mad over the fact that the New England Patriots, or Patriots as some of us may call them, are going to steamroll your Seattle Seahawks. Welcome back to the show.
Okay.
That was terrible. If anybody has heeded my calls to listen to Overnight Drive, you'll understand why that's so funny.
Welcome back to the packierunpodcast, where I'm Dan. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl, Mayotte, and I am with
AJ. Holy fuck, we're going back to the Super Bowl. La Gambina. Bro, I mean, let's get some logistics out of the way. First and foremost, thank you so much to our brother in arms, our giant nerd bro with a relatively new wife, Brad the Dad Teller. I've been looking at the listenership a little bit, and Brad brings in the people. We are like...
Yeah, that was a fun episode, man.
It was 2 episodes of just... We killed it. We did a great job. Not to toot our...
If you haven't already... listen to them.
Not tooting our own horn, but I'm saying, like, we as a... for lack of a better term, we as a threesome are just... I enjoyed listening back to those episodes. It was just entirely too fun to be able to record to Brad. So listen, Brad, thank you for coming on. It was awesome. And we will bring him back on soon because we workshopped a couple of ideas for additional episodes over the course of 2 recording sessions.
With it. Yeah. I think maybe work out some of the kinks next time. Maybe so it's not a 2-dayer 4-hour episode, but
we we were shooting for the stars on that one, dude. Like, even when we were texting, I was like, we're each going to do 15 albums. We have to talk about 15 albums. Like, this is going to be a 4-part episode.
It was very ambitious, and you know what? It was.
And I think shout out to you, shout out to Brad, and a little bit shout out to myself. Like, we kept it on track as best as we could. Like, 2 sessions, 2 episodes. It was almost 6 or 7 hours of recording, and we still managed to get it. Like, we got it down to less than 4 hours. I'm not saying we're going to go to the Podcasting Hall of Fame, but we're doing all right.
Yeah, right? We're not talking about music this time. We are talking football.
Today is the day.
Yes. AJ, did you at any point of this season thought we would be going to the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Because I certainly didn't.
Small shout out to Electro Voice Electronics, who I finally have one of my dream microphones, which is what I'm recording on right now, which if I end up sounding weird or like not like my normal self, it's because I'm on a new mic. I'm going to try to go to the hot take chamber. This mic is known for rejecting proximity effects. So hold on. Let me make sure I'm looking at my waveform. The answer is no.
I mean, that's probably the coldest take.
No, that
is colder than all the snow that has fallen on Massachusetts. New England.
We can save the weather talk for when we get off on a tangent or something. This is the more important part. No, I had no I wasn't even dreaming of it. And I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about it that much. I definitely expressed how excited I was. I definitely expressed that I thought that getting Vrabel was an upgrade. I was excited about our offseason moves. There were plenty of times a year ago, heading into summer and going through the summer, there were plenty of times where I went, oh, these are the exact right moves. These are the exact things that I want to see out of my New England Patriots. But in January, February of last year, I would have backhanded you if you had looked at me and gone, Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl next year. And we talked about it last time we talked football. The episode before the 2 with Brad.
I think, because I think it was just before the playoffs too, because it was just before the Chargers game, and you were super nervous about it, and we beat the Chargers. That was a close game. I beat the Texans, and yesterday the Broncos, and I thought we lucked out with who we played in the playoffs, I think.
Yes, but continue.
Yes, but I didn't expect this. I said 11-6 is the height that this team could go. We were going through the schedule earlier this season, 11-6, and I thought, probably a bounce out in the first round, and you know what? That's okay. It's a young team. We'll get back there, build more towards next season and the following seasons. This is happening way too fast.
I don't think it's happening too fast. I think it's, and I know you were saying that off the cuff, too fast. But I think that is a sentiment that a lot of people have. And no, I don't think it's too fast. I think it's one of the, almost like a fundamental misunderstanding about football. Like you take advantage of what's being given to you.
That's true.
So for everybody that for this entire season and even in the preseason was sitting back and going, oh, well, their schedule is so easy. If you've watched football for more than 3 years, you know that it's any given Sunday. So fuck you. Oh, well, the Patriots wouldn't have been able to pull this off if it weren't for, Sean Payton not calling for the field goal at, was that the second quarter? If he hadn't done that, well, that's great, buddy. But horseshoes and hand grenades. That's the only time that almost counts.
Yeah,
you're not. I don't think it's.
I mean, and also there was bad coaching in the Chargers game. I mean, what was it? John Harbaugh should have gone for the field goal. He went for it on the 4th down when points were hard to come by in that game as well.
I don't think that you get to. I don't think that you get to criticize the Patriots, especially this year. I don't think I'll give a little bit of additional context. There were times, especially at the height of the dynasty, the back 3 Super Bowls, there were so many people that could just sit back and be like, "Oh, Patriots fan, you guys have had it so easy. You guys keep getting to, you're going back to the AFC Championship game and whatever else. You don't get to play that game in the for the bit. If you're not a Patriots fan, for the bit, I will forgive you for being like, oh, you had to wait all 7 years so that you could get back to the Super Bowl. Your kids must be starving. They are. You get to do that on a funny level, but there are a couple of people that you can tell they're legitimately sitting back and being like, oh, the fucking Patriots. And, they just had the easiest schedule and it wasn't a pretty game against Denver and blah, 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 blah.
Well, guess what? The Buffalo Bills they played the 12 same games as the Patriots. And the Buffalo Bills lost against the Dolphins. They lost against the Falcons, and they lost some key games in there that we didn't lose.
And also, I'm sorry. This is going to be hopefully the last time I apologize on this episode. because it's going to be a Homer episode, and if you don't like the Patriots, then fucking turn it off or just hate listen. I don't give a fuck. Genuinely impressive. Outside of my Patriots fandom, you go 9-0 on the road this season.
Yep.
There is not a single fucking sportscaster that is getting paid multiple millions of dollars more than me and Dan, or a sportscaster that is getting paid nothing because he is trying to make his way as a podcaster. There is not a single fucking person on this earth that has a fandom or an idea of 9-0 on the road. Every single one of those people that talk about sports will sit there and tell you anytime their home team is on the road, oh, but the other team has home field advantage. Oh, home field advantage means a lot. They say it every time. It's like the X factor that everybody talks about every time is like, oh, yeah, I know Miami's kind of dog shit, but the Patriots haven't fared well down there, and Miami Dolphins, they have home field advantage, and we went down there and smoked them.
Yeah, and the Broncos, and we've never beaten the Broncos in a playoff game in Denver.
Ever.
First time. And that's one of the hardest places to play. You have the altitude, and then you had like the weather factoring in as well. And like 9-0 on the road is incredible.
It's that alone is a historic run. The turnaround makes it a historic run. Now, in case you couldn't tell, I'm fully just going back to Patriots fan fucking Homer. This entire podcast started with Dan and I wanting to sit back and talk about the Patriots and punk rock music.
Yeah, we started this during COVID, and we started it the week after Tom Brady left. I'm pretty sure. Or something around that time. And, it's been an interesting couple years. We've been here through all the bad, with the Cam Newtons, the Mac Jones, the Bailey Zappies, the Ron Mayo, the terrible last year of Bill Belichick. I mean, shout out to Mike Vrabel. He, hands down, coach of the year. No doubt about it. Just give him the award. Who else deserves it? I mean, I don't know.
And now I'm taking off my Homer hat again. If I wasn't a published professional Patriots fan and sportscaster, who the fuck else would be the coach of the year? The turnaround, you go to the Super Bowl when everybody was saying you're an 8-win team.
Yeah.
Because of Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Before Josh McDaniels or anybody else showed up, before anybody on the actual field started making effects.
Yep.
Immediately people were like, yeah, you double your win total. That'll be good. And then you take your team to the fucking Super Bowl?
Are you kidding me, dude?
I'm not going to get into the MVP race until we talk about I did show notes the way we've done a couple of times. Most of them are Patriots focused. Mm-hmm. I think all of them are actually. But yeah, I mean, we're getting dangerously close to just fully glazing this team right now. But dude,
how can you not though? Like honestly, I'm fine glazing this team. How can I not? Like we're going to the fucking Super Bowl.
It's defensive-minded football, and it's making the plays that matter when they matter. There was a guy at the bar the other day, found out I was a Patriots fan, and he's kind of sitting back and like, oh, I'm a born and raised Saints fan, and I poo-poo the Patriots. I think they're an okay football team, but everybody talks about their defense winning championships, and they've always been a soft defense.
Bitch, you played a dome. Teams who play in domes are the softest teams in the world. Like, shut up. You don't face the elements of the weather. Like, you don't are you? No, like that gets me fired up. No, no, I disagree with that 120%.
We'll get into that too.
Like, I think dome teams are some of the softest teams in the league. Like, play in the weather. Football is meant to be played outside in the elements. Like, absolutely. I'm sorry. No, like that's pussy shit.
Here's one of the things that like brought him back into the conversation, and there were a couple of us around, and we were all football happened to come up. It wasn't the main point of conversation.
Sure.
He was like, "Oh, as a Saints fan, meh, 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 meh." I was like, "Yeah, I get it. You hate us because you ain't us." I'm not going to say that out loud, but we all know it's true. It is what it is. And then I gave him an example. I was like, "Are you a big NBA fan?" And he goes, "No." Or no. He goes, "Yeah, I love the NBA." And I go, "Well, I fucking hate the NBA. Just never been that big on it."
Yeah.
But the stars of the NBA, and they sit back and it just looks effortless. Like the last time I gave a flying fuck about the NBA, it was Garnett, Rajon Rondo, and Paul Pierce. You remember watching those guys going up and down the court and being like, it's like they weren't thinking. They knew that the ball was going to be there.
Yeah.
They knew exactly where their teammates' pass was going to. It was superhuman. Their hand was out there already. And I talked to this guy and I go, okay, if that's how the NBA works, like you can tell a superstar because it's just second nature. I go, have you watched the defensive highlights from the New England Patriots? And I wish that I had like got the guy's number or something so I could call him yesterday during that Christian Gonzalez pick, because that's something that the Patriots have been doing on the defensive side of the ball pretty much all year. Like almost every takeaway we've had, so many of those plays on the defensive side of the ball, you watch our defense and it's like, how in the fuck did you know that ball was going to be not only 3 yards short in some cases? How did you know to turn your head at that exact moment and pick up the ball 3 feet away from where it was supposed to be? How are you doing that? That is the sign of an elite defense.
Yeah.
They're not the smash mouth defense of Mike Vrabel's like heyday as a player. They're much more finesse. But folks, I hate to break it to
But it works.
Folks, I hate to break it to you. They got the finesse.
Yeah, they do.
And Colin Cowherd is saying it too. So when he doesn't always open his mouth about the New England Patriots, but when Cowherd starts talking about the Patriots and being like they're a real deal, I hate to break it to you guys, they might be a real deal.
Yeah, I think everyone doubted us throughout the whole season. We're kind of that underdog again in a weird way.
And everybody doubted us with good reason. You and I doubted them.
Yeah.
With good reason, sitting back and being like, yeah, I can see the building blocks, but this just isn't like.
I said the floor is like 8 wins, the high is 11. They'll probably fall at 10-7 and like get bounced out on the road against Buffalo or something like that. Like I that's probably what I thought.
Yeah, I mean,
we're very lucky we didn't face Buffalo. I will say that.
I'm in full agreement with you. I think they were the hungriest team, and if we had gone to an AFC Championship game against them, weather wouldn't have been a factor either. Like I think we lose that game. So I can entertain to a very small degree some talk about ease of schedule, this and that and the other.
Buffalo had mostly the same schedule as us. Like you gotta win those games.
Yeah, and they just couldn't do it. And I love Josh Allen just as much as, I mean, there are guys that are wearing Mahomes jerseys this very minute that are going, oh, I love Josh Allen.
Yeah. I think everyone likes Josh Allen. I think more people probably hate Patrick Mahomes than Josh Allen right now.
And God willing, they continue.
All right. Mike Vrabel, when he came to the Patriots in his opening press conference, he said, we're going to take advantage of bad football. And we find different ways to win every single week. Drake May has looked fantastic this entire regular season. He's made the key plays when he has to, kind of like what Brady has done in previous years, like during playoff pushes. But Drake May has not looked like the Drake May from this regular season. I mean, the Texans game with the fumble issues, I don't think anyone could have probably done anything in that Broncos game, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think anybody could have thrown a pass or done anything. I don't think the crosswind and like the weather coming in, just that was just a recipe for disaster. But his rollout run to get that first down, I mean, it's plays like that. That's why we are playing in the Super Bowl. And our defense has been lights out this whole postseason.
Do you mind if we get to the quote unquote show notes corner
Sure.
a little bit early? Because we've touched on so many things, so I think it's just I'll go through the list. So number 1 was O&D shout out, Overnight Drive. It's my favorite podcast. Both Hans and Andrew are responsive, funny guys. I love that show. It's not for everybody. I think the tagline is still high IQ immaturity. So indulge at your own risk. But that was the hello, I'm David Coverdale shout out. They're good dudes. Sometimes they talk football. Hans and I talked a little bit earlier today in Instagram DMs. Great dude. Number 2, and I promise we'll get to things that are more relevant first. Number 2, Ann Michael May, please adopt me.
The Queen of the North.
Bro, I love this woman.
They're so wholesome.
Every part of, even outside of just the marriage part of it, right? Like, married to the quarterback of my favorite team. She just exudes she has an I don't care attitude. Like, I think part of the reason why so many people have fallen in love with the whole Bakemas thing is that, like, we have Stephon Diggs on the team and he's linked to Cardi B and there's all this celebrity thing and other quarterbacks in the NFL are married to these high profile celebrities. And like, I'm just like the middle school crush of this guy who's now going to the Super Bowl. And have you seen my cookies? There's something so funny about that becoming I hate the word, but viral sensation.
Well, and the Beyond Bakemas with she's done it with Dave Portnoy and David Andrews. I hope she brings on more people. I hope there's Julian Edelman.
I would love to see NBC keep doing it, but I would also love her. I would also love her to go fuck you guys. I'm just gonna keep bringing this to TikTok or whatever. She is
absolutely.
I don't often, as you and most people in the sound of my voice know, I don't really get starstruck. I don't really deal with celebrity that well.
Right.
But I love my mother and I love my father so very much. But Ann May, do you want an overage son who's actually older than you? Because I'll sign those papers. I don't know what it is about this woman. I just love her so intrinsically.
There's just so many good vibes. She's contributed to the good vibes.
Yeah, she just
with this team.
She just seems you use the word wholesome. That's just she just seems like such a good fucking person. And I don't want to project that too hard because I know how that goes when you do that for people in celebrity levels. But
yeah.
After that, the next note is in all caps. Fuck a dome.
Yes, I have been on this rant for a little bit, and I've given this rant a lot recently, especially with there's a lot of teams that are building new stadiums at this point. I know the Buffalo Bills are building one, which I'm happy that they are keeping it outside, just as I love that. But I think the Bears are potentially building a dome. I don't know any other teams that the Chiefs, I think, are planning to build a dome as well. Weather is such a home field advantage. We're talking about home field advantages. Weather plays a factor in that. Why do you think the Miami Dolphins are so terrible when it comes to anything below 40 degrees? They can't win in anything that's cold. Why would you let them play in a dome? I think football should be played outside in the elements, snow, rain, sleet, muddy. Like, I love that aspect of football, and I want that to stay in football. And I don't know why teams would opt for a dome for the comfort. The Bills are doing it right though, with it's outside, but they're covering their fans on the outside. So they're covered by the snow. That's great. I think more teams should do that. Don't do a dome.
Yeah, there's no if you have that opportunity, if you have that advantage, don't
fuck it up.
Don't give that up.
You're fucking up everything.
Minnesota is the first.
Yep.
They're the first team that comes to mind. It's cool.
They played outside forever. They played outside forever, for a while, in the 70s and I think part of the 80s, the 90s. They moved into a dome and they haven't done anything.
It's cool.
What have they done?
Nice. It makes it fun on a from a player's perspective. You get to be inside and the elements are to varying degrees controlled. I get the appeal, but if you want to win football games, because it's the last, I'm trying to think. Hockey has always been an indoor sport. Baseball has the tradition of the rain delay. I mean, are there rain delays in NASCAR or something? I'm trying to think of another sport where if there's weather elements, they just sit back and go, fucking figure it out, guys. Get it together.
I mean, has there ever been a snow delay when it comes to the what's the hockey game that's played on New Year's Day or around there?
I think it's a hybrid now. So it used to be
forget the name of it.
Stadium Series. It's the
Winter Classic. The one that's played at Fenway and Wrigley and it was in Miami this year, I think, which is
unreal. One day,
that's stupid.
One day I will break you down and make you a hockey fan, Dan, but today is not the day.
I love hockey. I grew up going to minor league hockey games.
Who was Tewksbury's team?
I went and saw the Lowell Lock Monsters, and then they turned into the Lowell Devils, but I was into the UMass Riverhawks. I saw the Boston College hockey team. I've seen
Do you ever go to a bean pot?
BU. No, I've never been to the bean pot.
Up until I've been telling people, and now I'll say it on the podcast, I have never once in my life given a flying fuck about college sports. But the University of New Haven is now going D1.
Yes.
So I might get into college football.
I get their notifications on ESPN.
I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean,
but the bean pot was the only college, any of the college sports things. That was the only one that mattered.
I think if you had to get into one college sport, get into college hockey. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I remember the UMass Lowell Riverhawks. Every time they scored, the pep band would play, and then you say, "You suck," hey, you suck. So I thought that was the coolest thing when I was a kid.
Get into that Gary Glitter.
Ooh, I don't think they do it anymore. If I had to venture a guess,
they might though.
That used to be the Patriots touchdown song. Fun fact.
I don't even know the name of the song. Hey,
yeah.
Wow.
In the early part of the dynasty, that was the song, and then they got rid of it because Gary Glitter is not a good guy. You can look that up yourself.
Do your own research.
Yeah, you can look that up. It's but yeah, fuck domes. Domes are stupid. If you want to play in a dome, just play basketball. Play hockey.
Yeah, don't It's not the same without the weather element. Like, you have to game plan for what's coming, and you don't really know. As we saw last night, that was...
Yeah.
They played 3 quarters of football that were like... The early reactions to all of it are like, oh, it was kind of ugly. It was a big defensive game. You know, it was kind of boring. People don't like the defense. They like seeing some of the guns fly and whatever else. And then the fourth quarter kicked in, and it was like... Oh, we're in the middle of a fucking snowstorm, and guess who does snowstorms better than anybody else? That would be your New England Patriots.
Although, shout out to the University of Syracuse. They have the Carrier Dome, which doubles as a basketball and a football dome. They play both sports in there, so I think that's pretty cool. But
in Syracuse?
That's the only... Yeah, in Syracuse. University of Syracuse, the Carrier Dome.
Hey, man. Boston in particular, but New England and upstate New York have so much in common. I have a great and enduring love for the people of upstate.
True.
Do we want to keep going down the list, or do you have more? More. This is I'm sorry to. I can think of 2 people that are going to be bummed that this is entirely sports. But back down the list or back to pure Patriots talk?
Let's do the list.
All right, next. Snowplows are my politics.
What you mean by that?
I mean that local, state, and national elections, from now until I say otherwise, what is the snowplow budget? We actively give these people trillions of dollars on a yearly basis. And I am once again living in a place where it snowed less than 2 feet and we don't have plows out in the first like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to start showing up. I'm going to start showing up to town halls and being like, what's your plan on snowplows?
I mean, to be fair,
I
don't think the DC, Virginia, Maryland area experiences snow quite like what we have normally here.
What's in the coffers? Are you going to plow my fucking street or not? Are you going to take care of the sidewalks or not?
Usually that's personal. Like, people have to do that. Like, at least the sidewalk.
A lot of people do, and a lot of people have. And we have the benefit of where I'm living is not terrible, but like all these millions upon millions of dollars are getting poured into these governments, again, from the most local level all the way up.
Yeah.
If we get a snowstorm, what are you going to do?
I mean, I actually have an interesting story from last night. So we're about to go to bed, or like we are laying in bed. It's midnight, and we're about to like fall asleep, and somebody is blasting music, like a boombox outside. And they're stopped in the middle of my street, and they take out a little snowblower and like some shovels, and they start snow blowing like the sidewalks and shoveling while they have this boombox blasting music at midnight. And we're both like, what the actual fuck? Like, you couldn't have done this at like 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, like 3 hours earlier. Am I just a boomer? Or
no? I think that's reasonable. That's more offensive than the people that like. I get on the DC Metro pretty much every day.
Mm-hmm.
You get onto a train and somebody is blasting their TikTok algorithm for everybody to listen to the point where I have noise cancellation in my headphones, and I'm still sitting back and going, I can hear this. What are we doing? Snow blowing with a boombox, basically.
Or like, it was like, maybe not a boombox, but like, you know, like a Bluetooth speaker. Just like sitting on the hood of their car, like parked in the middle of the street. So no other car could like get through.
Log into Minecraft and jump off a bridge, my guy. Like, you are so... I want no part of it.
To their credit, they were quick. Like, they were in and out in like 20 minutes and like put the shit back in and then bounced. But like, still, it's one of those like, what the fuck, guy? Like,
But no, no.
like you realize like this is an unreasonable hour to be like with a Bluetooth speaker blasting music.
Live your life in a way where it is very minimally invasive to everybody, stranger or friend. Just don't do it. Stop that shit.
Yeah.
Please stop. That shit.
But I do agree. Like, I mean, I guess here in the Northeast, like it's in the budget. There is like a massive budget for plows. And I mean, I know people that plows. I've heard of people that plow snow and they make bank.
Oh yeah,
doing it.
The contract,
it's
the
like
contract
$50.
workers, they're
so much overtime. Like they're raking in like $50 an hour plus like overtime. Like they're killing it. They
and a lot of that time is
they live
just
for
hanging.
this. Oh, absolutely. They're just fucking around.
All right, I have 4 more points, and it actually kind of perfectly dovetails into the last of our Patriots talk. The next point. Uggs, like the boots, Ugg boots.
Yeah.
Uggs equal Crocs.
I don't own a pair of Uggs. However, I do own a pair of LL Bean boots that look like Uggs.
I thought about a pair of duck boots this week.
They're not duck boots. They're like brown and they have like cheap, like full, like fur in them. They're like the softest, warmest things I ever own.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like Crocs.
But yo, if you're in public, like
yeah,
you have a pair of slippers, right? Or house shoes for our Tennessee fans.
I do have slippers.
Are you walking down, are you walking a significant distance wearing those slippers?
The same opinion that I have about slippers is the same thing that I have about flip-flops. Yeah, flip-flops are exclusively for the pool, beach, like a very short distance.
And you put them on,
slippers.
On when you're there.
Although I will wear slides to the airport. It's only because I don't want to go through the effort of untying my shoes and doing that bullshit. So I just wear slides and like do that. That's the only time I will walk a significant distance in slides. That is like the only exception.
Get a pair of Air Max 90s and slide them off while you're there.
No.
Yes.
Although the last time I was at the airport, they were like, "Yeah, you don't have to take your shoes off," and I'm like,
"You don't."
Fuck, man.
You're making my point. You don't even have to take your fucking shoes off anymore. So what are we doing?
But like for a while, like I don't know, like a couple years ago, like they were like belt off, shoes off, like they were like, now they're like, yeah, you can leave your belt on. Yeah, you can leave your you can leave.
We can tell the difference between zinc oxide or whatever it is and steel that might be used for a handgun because handguns can be 3D printed now. Oh, Jesus.
Like, I don't know. Like, airports suck, man. Like, let me be comfortable. Like, also, I don't want to wear, like, I don't know.
Stop making me a fucking, like, I'm not a piece of cattle. Just let me through. That's a much bigger issue.
The last time I was at the airport, I like forgot I had like a water bottle full of water, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you could just dump it." And they were like, "Nope, you have to go outside and dump it,
and go all the way
and then you
around.
have to go all the way back through security." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
What are we
dump doing? My shit. Just dump my water. Like it's water. Like
no, the scourge of Ugg boots that I've seen, especially traveling on the train. Like, bro, you're out and about. You're clearly traveling to multiple different places. You know that those shits are going to get wet if you have to go, especially this week, if you're going to go through the snow. Like, put a fucking pair of shoes on. I deal with it at work all the time. Like, I show up to the chalk factory and there's...
yeah.
I might be exaggerating, but like a plurality of people show up to their day job and they're walking around in Crocs, and it's like, you're not a serious person. You're not
Crocs should only be worn at the airport. That is appropriate airport shoes.
Crocs should not be worn anywhere outside of the house. If ever there was a time for my southern brethren, anybody in the sound of my voice, south of the Mason-Dixon line that refers to these shits as house shoes, that's the house shoe. You want to wear a piece of foam on your feet that's just ostensibly comfortable, and you walk around and all that's great.
Grab the mail from, like...
I'm walking outside for like a sixth of a mile so that I can go down and I can... That's a house shoe. That's the definition of a house shoe. You're going to show up to your 50, 60, 70... fucking six-figure salary job wearing Crocs? Who the fuck are you?
No, that's a little insane. I'm with you with that. I agree with you. I'm in full agreement with you, but I think the only time they're appropriate is at the airport.
I mean, the airport's become fucking anything's game.
Yeah, exactly.
You walk in at 9 a.m. and you're ordering fucking cranberry vodkas? Okay. Fucking whatever.
Yeah. It's a lawless place. It's like a casino.
The point being, Uggs are getting dangerously close to that. And I shouldn't be the shallow, but I am. Like, have some fucking self-respect. Like, put something on your feet. Like, come on.
No, like I'm in agreement with that. Like that is like I would. Or just like, I mean,
You're walking around in public transit with almost a foot of snow, and your choice of footwear is Ugg boots that are notorious for getting absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
Get a grip. Fucking get a grip. You should have been bullied in high school for wearing those shits. Like... We didn't gatekeep hard enough on like footwear and many other things. Like, you're making a bad decision for yourself and for humanity, and I'm pissed that I have to look at it. Not that pissed, but fuck, dude.
You sound pretty pissed.
I'm saying it out loud and with emphasis because, like, I don't think this hard about other people. I really don't. But I observe some of these things and I go like, what are you trying to prove? The fuck is your problem?
They're just trying to prove that they're warm and you're not.
You're not, because they're fucking soaked. Your fucking shoes are soaked. Fuck you. You're not warm. If you're wet, you're cold. I learned this when I was a Tiger Scout. God damn it. All right, we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring this all back. I promise.
Okay.
The next note. Lifetime Achievement Award.
Okay. In reference to who?
Matt Stafford.
So the MVP is going to go to him because of a Lifetime Achievement Award.
They got to, for some reason, beyond my comprehension, they really want to give Matt Stafford something. And I think, and this is not an argument in favor of Drake May, although I think Drake May has a solid argument.
Sure. I think both have a solid argument, to be fair.
Honestly, part of the reason I think the Rams would have been the easier team to defend against. But I wanted to see Rams Patriots because I think the Patriots defense would have got Matt Stafford flustered. But all this talk about Matt Stafford as MVP has me thinking, and I'm like, the only reason you give this to him is because he's got one Super Bowl after being like the poster child. Outside of Patrick Mahomes, like, who has had more media coverage?
Like
as a whole. Like as a
As
NFL personality in the past 5 years.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I mean Jalen Hurts.
But when you talk about like revered tones, people sitting back and being like, "Oh, obviously revered tones for Patrick Mahomes. He gets to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row or whatever it was. Like you get this like, oh, this kid's kind of special." Mm-hmm. Josh Allen brings Buffalo back from the brink of extinction for a while and looks like he might be the next greatest thing in the AFC. Ooh, everybody look at Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson. How cool is it that you have a running back as a quarterback?
That'll trigger some people.
There's plenty of arguments to be made for all of those guys, but Matt Stafford has been like, oh, we feel so bad. He was sitting back in Detroit and he just wasn't doing any of it. And then he broke the entire fucking market for quarterbacks and came to the LA Rams and he immediately won a Super Bowl. And now he sits back and, oh, we gotta give him something. He's just done such an incredible job. But has he? Like MVP, it ties into my hatred for the Oscars and fucking the Met Gala and everything else. Everybody that keeps talking about Matt Stafford, especially now as we're speaking this week.
Right.
Well, Matt Stafford. The Oscars are happening this weekend. Go watch something like that. This is the NFL. Stop with this fucking nonsense. Who's the most valuable player? Who is the person that has elevated the rest of his team the most?
Drake May.
It's Drake. Drake May. This is not a debate.
You can't give an award on, because Tom Brady didn't get it. If they wanted to give Tom Brady a lifetime achievement award for like MVP, he would have gotten it in his last year or second to last year or whatever it was. Like, here's the thing. Who's to say Drake May wins and has a chance to win another MVP? He could, knock on wood, like, he could go down like Bo Nix and get hurt and be out for the following year and not be the same player that he is. Like, who's to say, like, that's the cold reality of football. Like, that is sports in a nutshell. Like, we're dealing with humans. There's a human element to sports and can't give it on just a lifetime achievement. Drake May has more total yards. Yes, Matthew Stafford has more passing yards, but combined Drake May between the passing and the rushing yards, he has more, not by much, but still higher completion percentage, about the same amount of interceptions. He has less touchdowns than Matthew Stafford, but Matthew Stafford has Puka Nacua. He has Devontae Adams. He has a great, offensive line. He has Kyron Williams. He has weapons. That team is built around him.
And it was when he won the Super Bowl, too. We've joked a couple of times, the Rams bought a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I made this...
sorry that you were middling in Detroit for a couple of years. More than a few years.
Yes.
And I like Matt Stafford, but you're going to talk about the most valuable player in the NFL this year.
Like, I keep going back to this.
If you could give MVP to a coach, it would be Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
But it's not just Mike Vrabel, it's production on the fucking field. And Kayshon Boutte, no one fucking knew his name until this year. Stephon Diggs was washed after an ACL.
Every time that the MVP conversation comes up, this is the comparison that I make. And I made this, not the last 2 episodes, because that was with Brad, but the one before that. And it's, you ask 2 people to make the same dish and you give gourmet ingredients to one of them, like Whole Foods, like you give them like the best, like the the freshest meat. You get them like produce from like the farmer's market and all these like fancy ingredients. And then you give the other person Dollar Tree or like Walmart equivalent ingredients. And they both have to make the same dish. And guess what? Both dishes are fantastic, and both dishes have a lot of flavor, and they have contrast, and they're both good. It's the same sort of thing. Yeah, who are you gonna pick there? One has like two fantastic wide receivers, a great offensive line, and the other one has Stephon Diggs coming off of an ACL tear. You have Hunter Henry, you have an unknown, you have Ramondre Stevenson, who has had fumble issues. You have Travion Henderson, who is a rookie who was drafted pretty high with a second round pick. And you have 4 new offensive linemen. Like, that is the reality of the Patriots and Drake May and his MVP candidacy here.
Yeah, he makes so much of that difference. Coaching, obviously.
Coaching has been fantastic this year.
It's been said to death, football, ultimate team sport. The argument that you and I are making is not, Drake May is the greatest thing that has ever graced this earth. He's the second coming of Jesus, whatever.
Well, and credit to his wide receivers. I mean, like, a lot of them stuck around. Pop Douglas was on the team last year. Kayshon Boutte was there last year. But I mean, you brought in Mac Hollins, you brought in Stephon Diggs, Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry were there last year. I mean, it's essentially the same group of players, except
as far as receivers go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you upgraded, you had a great draft, you upgraded, but like, it's essentially offensively like a very new team.
Yeah.
And you've got a second-year quarterback that has been launched into playoff football, AFC championship football, that has been asked to, his whole purpose is to elevate these guys. And has he been perfect? No. Do I think that MVP is an indictment of his future success or his ability? Like,
no,
we're not giving him like a king's crown.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you're going to the Super Bowl with a team that the entire offseason was written off as like, yeah, they're too new, and like, what if Vrabel brings in an entirely new system, or what if it's too much for him to learn McDaniel's offense? And there were so many mitigating factors. And hey, you dumb fucks. Now I'm speaking as myself.
Yeah.
We're going to the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck you. Like, you don't, that kind of can't be understated.
Yeah, all the votes for MVP are in as of right now. I mean, it is a regular season award. Postseason doesn't factor into it. It doesn't. It has no effect on his candidacy and what he has accomplished this season. Personally, I wouldn't be upset if it's Stafford. I mean, there is a MVP curse, which we have talked about. There's been several times when a player does win the MVP and is playing in the Super Bowl, and they don't fucking win. It's happened to Tom Brady. It's happened to Matt Ryan. It's happened to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's I don't know what goes on, but it's just a thing.
I mean, I'm fine if it goes to Stafford. I think it's earned with May, and like, I want to avoid the curse, and I think we will.
Yeah.
And I don't think that results in a Patriots win. But like, again, like, those awards are so very tied in my mind to the Met Gala and who was best dressed and best actor at the Oscars, or the Golden Globe for best who cares? They were The movie was a movie I liked, so fuck you. That was
Yeah.
my favorite movie of the entire year. The Patriots are the team that I love and I root for, and if it's not a Patriot, then fine. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean,
like-
if we were truly, I mean, a lot of these awards, I mean, the MVP award is a quarterback award at this point. I mean, unless a running back rushes for a ridiculous amount of yards and gets so many touchdowns, like maybe they'll win like the MVP award. But it is strictly a quarterback award. And same thing with a lot of those awards. I mean, like the best rookie from this season by far was the tackle from the New York Jets, Amon Menbu, but he's not going to win the
No.
an offensive tackle is not going to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year award, which is kind of a shame. I mean, there was one year where I think it was Logan Mankin's rookie year. He was like second or third in MVP votes, which is crazy.
Yeah.
He has a sneaky Hall of Fame case. I care about the
I'd
Hall
like
of Fame.
to see him there.
I'd like to see him there. I want to talk about Zach Kerr. So Pharrell Williams, I mean, in the midst of all of the good things that have happened this year, Terrell Williams, I mean, he has been battling with prostate cancer, and Zach Kerr just taken his place, and he has ran with it. The defensive play calling. He is one of the unsung heroes from this year that I don't think he's been talked about enough. I think he now has been talked about more because of this playoff run and how good the defense has dialed up. I mean, especially like that fourth, like when the Broncos went for it on fourth down, he dialed up the best possible play. He knew what they were going to do. It was, shout out to him. I hope he sticks around. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets an opportunity somewhere else, because he has done a fantastic job here, and he deserves an opportunity somewhere else if he decides to leave.
I want to turn our attention to Christian Gonzalez. Speaking of the defensive side of the ball,
got cooked early, but had a nice.
he got burned early.
He got burned on that 50-yard.
Like one of your grilled cheeses, he was burned.
You know what? No comment. We're just going to move on from that. I'm not going to take the bait on that. That is bait. I'm not taking. Yeah, he got burnt. He got burnt on that 50. Terrible. He made up for it in a big way with that interception. You know what this game reminded me of? It reminded me of that Patriots Super Bowl against the last one against the Rams. That 13-3.
The snowball, the tuck rule game.
No, not the tuck rule game. The Brady's final Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Oh,
that's what this game reminded me of.
Yeah, like razor thin.
Yeah, just like it.
That's a good comparison, actually.
Yeah, this game reminded me of that. And I was watching a clip earlier that somebody was like, oh yeah, for every other football fan, they'd probably think it's boring, but you're like on the edge of your seat the whole time, because the next play could determine the game. And that's how it felt the whole time watching this. Like any play could turn it around and be like, oh, we're not going to win this. Oh, we're going to win. Oh, we just need one first down. Oh, and we didn't get the first down. We got a punt now. Oh, we need a big stop.
So years ago at this point, I remember talking to friend of the podcast, Rohan, and it was in the wake of the last Patriots Super Bowl, the LA Rams versus the Pats.
Right.
And I was explaining to him, because he, like many other people, were like, "Oh, this is a boring Super Bowl. Like, not a lot of stuff happened." And I said to him, like, it was all defense. It was entirely defense. And he compared it to the NBA. He's like, you ever, when I finished explaining why it was such a masterclass, he goes, oh, so it's kind of like when somebody is like trying to grab that, like they're trying to get the ball. They're trying to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, they're really smooth with it. Like it's a turnover, but it looks like that turnover was meant for that person. That's what that final Christian Gonzalez interception was. You were sitting there and you were like, did Stidham actually throw that directly to Gonzo? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think another friend of the podcast, Sean, said it first, like, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
I know we all say it because we're Patriots fans, but he said it like a day ago. Yo, it is so just detail oriented, and that's what won us this game. And if we can pull this off against the Seahawks, that's what's going to be it. Or it's going to be the funniest thing ever, and the Seahawks are going to have like a fourth quarter fluke.
Yeah. Sam Darnold.
It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah.
They might get their revenge. I won't. Dear listeners, I will not lie to you. It could be that. But I think it's going to come down to defense.
Oh, it absolutely will. And the Seahawks have a sick defense.
They do well on both sides of the ball. We got a game plan.
Yeah. Warriors.
I'm going to skip over my second to last point to point out that made me. I love that fucking movie. I've love the Warriors.
Never seen it.
You've never seen the Warriors?
I gotta watch it now.
Oh, let me. Warriors, come out and play.
Shout out to Matt Collins for walking in, doing that with the bottles.
Bring the 80s back, baby. He knew exactly what he was doing, and I love that so much.
No shoes.
Fucking, sign a contract for the rest of your career and keep wearing no shoes. I'll keep him around just as a like part-time threat.
Good for the vibes.
It's one of the things. This entire team is like, Stephon Diggs is a little bit of a head case. Welcome to being a wide receiver in the NFL, I guess. But like, he's kind of ridiculous. But aren't they all?
Yeah, they're kind of like the
2004 Red Sox.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, like they kind of remind me of that. Just the amount of characters that were on that team. And
if anyone ever wonders why I called Dan my best friend, there's your moment right there. You just witnessed it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's such a why not us team. Why not us? Why not this group of idiots?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
we got No Shoes McGee. We got child number 6. Fucking ostensibly wide receiver number 1. It's perfect. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, this group of idiots, they might be able to do it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think one of the big differences in this game is didn't really make any mistakes. Drake hung on to the ball. He learned from the week before. He didn't give them opportunities. Who knows if Bo Nix would have been the difference if he played in this game? Who's to say? Like, I don't know. Having Jared Stidham playing, that definitely helps. He hadn't started a game in like 2 years, 3 years.
I never bought into it. Like,
Jared Stidham was going to be...
Stidham was not going to be the guy.
Originally he was going to be the replacement for Brady.
But he wasn't, though.
He wasn't. And I think when we started this podcast, we were like, oh yeah, I guess Stidham's our guy. Like, no, like, or like, probably going to be a bad season. We'll see. And what was it, like July? We were like, oh, Cam Newton.
And there he is.
Yeah. And, Cam Newton has talked a lot of shit this season.
As a media personality, it's what he's want to do.
Yeah. And, he had some... I've seen montages of his bad moments in New England, and I'm not going to lie, they are really funny to watch. Especially with like the dun, 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 and it's just like him getting picked off. Yeah. Brutal. Jared Stidham was just never good enough to start for this team. I think I've always been a Patriots fan. I've always rooted for the Patriots, but I don't know about you, but my fandom I went deeper into the Patriots after Tom Brady left.
Yeah.
And I forgot about the Jared Stidham interception. Like
Experiment.
yeah, experiment. Like pick six. Where like
Yep.
Tom Brady's pissed that he has to come back into the game. He threw a pick six against the Jets.
Because this kid is coming in and fucking it all up.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yikes. Ugh.
All right. We're closing in on the 2-hour mark.
You think
what else do you have?
I think we can dive deeper into the Super Bowl matchup next week.
Yeah.
Seahawks next week as well. Following week we'll have a reaction to that said Super Bowl.
We will find out, won't we?
I'm just going to say this right now. I obviously want the Patriots to win. I didn't expect them to be this far in. Even if that game doesn't go our way, this season has exceeded every expectation that I've had by far.
That you or anybody else had.
So
you couldn't.
Even if it doesn't go our way, you know what? It's okay. The future's bright.
Getting to the Super Bowl is the win. And if you think that we're not competing for it for the next at least 2 years, like the Patriots, even if we don't win, the entire off-season conversation for the entire summer is going to be about the Patriots and whether or not, like, ooh, this is the move that they made and what are they going to do and how are they going to...
Yeah.
We exceeded all expectations. So win, lose, or draw, I'm good.
But
as a Patriots fan, I'm set.
But I hope it goes our way.
Yeah, I'd kind of like Seattle to shit themselves, and I think a Patriots Super Bowl win might make me feel a little bit less anxious about the fact that I invested in this microphone that I didn't mean to invest to, and it might empower me to spend some more money on some other shit.
You have any other show notes?
No. Be good. Use your head. Go Patriots. And what I'm less hot about it, I'll talk about the absolute bootlicking that I saw at the Chalk Factory today. Because, oh my God, I'm like, don't just send a text because you can send a text because it's just movement. Stop. Just shut the fuck. I'm like, I'm fully in my Belichick bag today, especially. Just shut the fuck up. Just stop talking. But I won't get into it. Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to us. Thank you to our sponsor, Overnight Drive Podcast.
Thank you, boys.
Those guys are number one ranked. They will be in the podcasting Hall of Fame. And I'm only saying this because I'm just their biggest fan and I listen multiple times a week.
Check us out on social media, PackierunPod on Instagram and X. I almost said Twitter, but X.
All of the apps, packierunpodcast at gmail.com. I'll enter all the links in the show notes. And if you haven't yet and you're a music fan, I'm going to plug the past 2 episodes because talking to Brad was awesome and those were like generationally good episodes of the Pack Your Run.
Generational episodes.
Check those out. I am AJ is not home, all one word, on most social media.
I am Mandayot on most social media as well. So hit us up. We'll talk to you next week. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Let's go fucking Pats.